Hola class, how we doing? So here is chapter 6. I'm going to quickly go through a few things from the previous class, and then we're going to wrap up the chapter, okay? So prospects, leads and prospects are not the same thing. A prospect is qualified, and in order for them to be qualified, they're M-A-D-D-E-N. There we go. Leads, prospect, customers. Remember, this is the traditional sales funnel. In class, we tilted it on its side and made it a megaphone, and we use customers to make us find all our leads and prospects, and more of a content marketing type of strategy. Okay. These that I walked through yesterday, excellent multiple choice action here. The different types, which of the following are not sources or ways for us to find leads that we can then turn into prospects. Okay. All right. Pre-approach. When we're starting the sales process, one of the first steps is pre-approach. Pre-approach is sort of like you're pre-approaching your exam. Your exam is a week from yesterday. So you are prepping in advance of the exam. Pre-approach is the prepping in advance of the actual presentation meeting. So you're going to establish some goals. You're going to find all you possibly can about the prospect. You're going to go into LinkedIn. You're going to go into databases. You're going to do Google searches. You're going to put your best foot forward. And you're going to prepare for the presentation. This presentation is unique to the person you're presenting it to. We have to tell people what's in it for them, especially the person that we're talking to. It's their presentation. It's just for them. So, some goals, perhaps, for the very first sales call / presentation. Hopefully you can get a demonstration in. Hopefully you can get some agreement to contact your references. Hopefully we can get a future appointment after this one. These would all be excellent first steps starting the relationship goals for the first meeting. So some things to do background before. Yes, name, interest, goals. Pain points is one of my favorite to say, which is problems that they are currently having. Now, sometimes it's obvious the problems that they're currently having because it's reported in the press, or you know something about the industry and or their competitors, so you know about some of the pain points. But you want to know as much as you possibly can about this product, about this firm, their products, their competitors, and their industry and their channels. Because if you're going to be helpful for them, if you're going to solve problems for them, you have to be very knowledgeable. Planning items. Yes, you should have PowerPoint, but it shouldn't be your only thing. Conversation and dialogue to me is more important than PowerPoint. PowerPoint is something for the whole room to see, but it sort of like supports what you're saying. It shouldn't be, without the PowerPoint, you can't go on. How formal and how long, this is a function of how much time you're going to have. Some firms require high formality. Some firms require, it be less than 15 minutes. You need to find out about this information ahead of time. And tips for a professional image, we're only business casual if we know that they're business casual. And when in doubt, you dress up a little bit because remember, you're trying to make a good first impression. But this is another one of the questions you ask in prepping for the meeting. Not only do you need instructions of and directions of how to get there, you also need some background information of who's going to be in the meeting, how should we dress, how much time do I have, do I need to bring my own equipment, or do you have your own equipment there and all I have to do is bring a flash? So, okay. So that is all of Chapter 6, Prospecting and Call Planning. Okay? And Chapter 6 includes pre-approach, which is the first step in all the steps. Well, it's one of the earlier steps. Chapter 7, we're going to get into the next set of steps.